Legislation allowing e-bikes on Rhode Island bike paths is one step away from becoming law.
Last night, the General Assembly approved a bill which lays out the rules of the road for bicycles that use electric power. 12 News reporter Kate Wilkinson is here to explain the proposed regulations and how bike path users are feeling about it.
This would allow certain e-bikes to start using the state bike paths July 1st, but a number of the people I spoke with were surprised to hear that there was a ban in the first place.
I see them in the street all the time in Providence. They're everywhere.
Heidi Farmer regularly walks along India Point Park, a major stop here on the East Bay bike path.
It's so beautiful.
She says she's only seen a few e-bikers on the bike path, and she's on the fence about the legislation that just passed the General Assembly that would make it legal for e-bikers to share it.
If there's an e-bike, if they have to ride on the bike part, then I guess fine. I mean, everyone has a right to it. They're just fast.
The House and Senate overwhelmingly approved the bills that provide 3 different classifications of e-bikes that could be allowed on the bike path, with the highest speed allowed at 28 miles per hour. The legislation also gives the Department of Environmental Management the control to make their own rules and regulations about how they're used. But e-bikes that only use electricity when a rider is pedaling 20 miles per hour or less are allowed on all bike paths and trails. Leonardo Garcia rides his traditional bicycle on the bike path regularly. He says he's fine sharing it with e-bikers.
See it kind of as more of a challenge, because it's like they're on an e-bike, you know, they're not putting as much work as I am, so if I'm passing them, feel me, so it's like I feel like I'm doing good myself.
The legislation also includes a provision that requires e-bikers under 21 to wear a helmet. Garcia says that makes sense and says safety gear can be crucial when people are riding.
Definitely just be cautious, look out for other people, be considerate. You know, if you see it's a crowded area, don't go too fast. But yeah, definitely enjoy yourself on there though.
Governor Dan McKee's office says they are still waiting for the legislation to be handed to them before they announce a formal decision. Coming up new at 6, we'll take a look at the increase in e-bike related injuries and hear from 2 Rhode Islanders who've come in close contact with them. I'm Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.
A bill allowing e-bikes on Rhode Island bike paths is one step away from becoming law. Last night, the General Assembly passed legislation that lays out the rules of the road for bicycles that use electric power. New at 6, Kate Wilkinson takes a look at the growing safety concerns over e-bikes and how those dangers have been seen locally.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says between 2021 and 2022, there was a 21% increase in e-bike related injuries. State legislators hope this bill will allow e-bikes to be regulated as they continue to grow in popularity. In 2022, Target 12 spoke with Mitch Mayette, who was seriously injured after he was hit by an e-bike here on the East Bay bike path.
I've got 2 plates on this side of my jaw and a plate on this side. The only way I can get the meals is through my teeth with a straw. Between
2017 and 2022, the Consumer Product Safety Commission estimates there were over 360,000 emergency visits related to e-bikes, hoverboards, and e-scooters. In Rhode Island, e-bikes have not been allowed on bike paths, but that could soon change. Thursday, the General Assembly passed legislation that would allow the Department of Environmental Management to regulate them. Jessica Pulio from East Providence has mixed feelings.
You know, on one hand, I think it's great. And then on the other hand, it could be potentially really dangerous for people walking with their animals.
In fact, while walking her dog Dingo in India Point Park in Providence, she says she was almost hit by an e-scooter.
A little kid wasn't paying attention and I had to take him and veer him off from running into Dingo and I.
She hopes people will be respectful on the bike path and make room for others.
As long as people are considerate and safe and paying attention, I think it should be fine, but you know, there's potential danger in everything.
The governor's office says they are still waiting on the legislation to be handed to them before they announce a formal decision. If the governor signs it, the new rules would go into effect July 1st. I'm Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.